Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 1804 Show, Chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is another episode. Oops, dropped my vape. Oh, no. Can't do that. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm going to skip that then. I wanted to get deep. I wanted to get personal tonight about some things because I always get asked this question. And it's a question that, a lot of people ask me because I'm 35 with no children. But a lot of girls just think that I'm a walking red flag for some reason because I decide to wait. And I just want a family. I want to not just only be a baby daddy, but I want to be a husband. I want to be a father. And, we don't get asked about how we feel about things because everybody just think that we don't have any problems. But that's the illusion of everything, is that us men just live happily ever after, but we don't. And I can't be something that I didn't have. And I used to be afraid. I used to be afraid to get somebody pregnant and have a baby. And I never wanted to have a baby out of wedlock, And I'm not knocking anything or knocking anybody that does that, but it's just when you come from being raised by a single parent, it just makes you don't want to repeat that cycle. Like, you don't want your baby mama or your wife to be complaining about you or doing it all by herself, like your mom did it by herself. And I had to watch my mama struggle a little bit. I don't want to say she struggled because we was never poor or nothing like that, but it was just more like she had to do things by herself. And she couldn't relax. She had to be mom and dad. And you just hear stories about these mothers who's killing their kids and abandoning them, neglecting them. And it just makes you blessed that you had a mom that was there every day. You could find her. My mom stuck to one person. Like, she didn't go out and trick or do none of these obscene things, that we see in our era. And for that, I will always love my mother. I will always be faithful to my mother because my mom is the bomb. Even to this day, I'm still her baby boy. You know what I'm saying? I still hold her to the highest place in my heart and in my life. But, it's just like, you have to have been through it to understand. And everybody isn't going to understand it. And everybody just think that every relationship can be fixed or you can make amends and everything gonna be all right. And it doesn't work like that. Some people say forgiveness is for you, but also it's not for you because you're giving that person immunity to get away with what they done. And holding an absent parent accountable isn't disrespectful. It is what it is. It's life. And none of us asked to be here. I sure the hell didn't. Because if I would have known the planet Earth was going to be like this, I would have told God, like, God, I would stay up here. You know what I'm saying? I would stay up here. But I'm here now, so it's too late. But I just been living, my life. And, you just have to figure out the best way you can. And it's just so many people just like to pass judgment on things that they don't understand. I don't care how old you are. That hurt will always be there. Certain things will never heal. Certain wounds don't go away. And just being 35 years old now, I just really had an epiphany. And just happy that I didn't allow the things that they say statistically was supposed to destroy me or get me killed, get me into prison, I'm just glad that I have my mind at the end of the day. I'm healthy, I'm good, I'm smart, I'm cute, all that stuff. So I'm happy that I didn't let life destroy me. You know what I'm saying? I was able to make something out of myself. I was able to graduate from high school. I dropped out of college twice, but that was by my own admission. But but I turned out great, man. But my thing is that, how long is we supposed to not hold the people that abandoned us accountable? And you can do it whatever way that you would like. Everything don't have to be yelling, shouting, confrontation. Sometimes it's distance. Because, people feel like they don't have to answer to anything or anybody. They just think that you're supposed to just forgive and forget. And it took me a while to learn this. It took me a while to realize that I'm sorry doesn't always work. Because that person made a choice. That person had kids, and they still abandoned you out here. And they're supposed to teach you things. They're supposed to build you up to become a law-abiding citizen, a full functional adult, and they just walk out on you. And then they judge. After they abandoned you, they come back and judge you. You didn't meet their expectations. And that ain't fair. That ain't right. And I sit back and think about what kind of person would have been if I did have my dad, I probably would be a lot worse compared to what I am now. I probably would have been so caring. I probably would have been me. I probably wouldn't have been who I am today. I probably would be the total opposite of what I am. But I'm grateful for the life that I have received and was given to, because it just allowed me to want more for myself. And don't make no excuses, and don't make any of those same mistakes. And I really take my role as an uncle very seriously, because I was able to help my sister raise her children. Well, her girls, because I wasn't active in my nephew's life, but he's getting to know who I am now, because we both live in two separate cities, so he's able to see me. He's able to know who I am now. But it just I really took that role like it was my second chance or something. It gave me hands-on experience, allowed me to figure out how to change diapers and wipes and all that stuff, and spend quality time, build a bond, build a relationship. So when I tell you, like, when my niece was first born, and she just like looked up at me, opened her eyes for the first time, I just knew that I was gonna never leave her. And I did my best. Nobody's relationship is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect person. And that's why I always gave my father the benefit of the doubt, because there's no perfect people. Regardless of your perception of people, they're human. And I'm a human. And I made some messed up choices, messed up decisions. So I try to give him a second chance. I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And he still disappointed me. And I try not to be bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not saying it from a bitter place. I'm healed. But I can only speak for the people who've been there, who experienced that themselves. So I can't sit back and expect sympathy, because what's done is done. You feel me? And we just have to understand that we all live in this life. We all going through our own trials and tribulations. But at the end of the day, you don't abandon your family. You don't hurt people you love. You don't tell people that you would change and don't change. You don't do that. And it just be so hard, like, to give people many chances, and they show you who they are. So when a person show you who they are, believe them. Because that person want to change. Change comes from within. You feel me? You can't make a person change because you love them. That person will have to change for themselves because you love them. And I just been going through a lot of emotions. I've been going through some things. That's why I really have been, laughing through the bullshit and smiling through the bullshit. But I'm hurt, you know what I'm saying? I'm hurt about a lot of things. Because I wasn't supposed to be the man of the house. I was supposed to be the man of the family. I was supposed to assist. I ain't supposed to lead. I ain't supposed to do all this. There's a lot of men out here that's supposed to be leading us, but I gotta be the one to make sure everybody good and make sure everybody good and okay and all that other stuff. I didn't ask for this life. I came in 1988. My brother came in 75. He came in 53. I know I'm supposed to be the leader. I ain't supposed to do this by myself, as far as having a masculine role in the household or in my family. I wasn't supposed to have this responsibility. But I take it, I wear it. I It's just a lot, to go through and deal with. And, it's just times you just want to escape. You just want to just crawl into a ball. Sometimes you just want to like go through so many things, but you can't. It's easy to give up, but it just, you realized that because somebody who, helped bring you to the world, like just made sure like to tell you that you wasn't good enough. Like you was a mistake, or I didn't want no kid. I didn't want another baby. If I had the choice, I would have got rid of you, type thing. But you know, I don't know if he really felt like that, but he told that to my face. But like I said, it's cool because I'm here, I'm standing, I'm breathing, so it's all good. But I'm not the one that have to apologize for feeling how I'm feeling. I have the opportunity and I did something. Instead of him leaving, I left. I left this time. And it's just really tough because it's like you kind of you feel like that you was left behind. And the worst pain and the worst thing that a father could do is leave their children and go raise another kid or raise some more children. And they got children that they ain't taking care of or caught or wrote or took an interest in. But I'm so happy that I always had my mama, always had my sister, always had my older brother to feel that love. And it didn't fill that void, but they gave me love. They did the best that they can do. At least we had each other. At least we struggled together. You know what I'm saying? And us being all adults now, rest in peace to my late brother. But for us being adults now, like we have an understanding, we have unity. Not saying that we don't argue, but my mama and my sister, those my babies. I love them to death, and I was just trying to be a success. I just want to take my family out of poverty, take my family from struggling. I just want to make sure when my mom passed away that she knows what it's like to be rich or just know what it's like to see success and live lavishly. And that's all I want. And I can say that I did that. And I just want to be in a position where I can take care of my family before I have my own family. I don't think it's too late. I think it's being responsible. I can't handle having kids right now. Be honest with you, like, because I'm not there emotionally. I don't want to be there just financially. I want to be there mentally, emotionally, physically. I don't want to just be there financially. Because nowadays they putting people on child support like a mug. So I don't want to be that type of dad. I want to be a active dad, a father. You know what I'm saying? That come home, kids run up to you, daddy, daddy, you home, and this and that. That's all I want. That's the type of life that I pictured, and I want that to be my reality someday. So I just want to be able to lead by example, be a good example, be a good role model for my sons, for my daughters, depending on how many kids I have. I just want to be a good example and want to show them, hard work pays off and don't make any excuses. Be who you are, love who you are, and be strong. And that's what I want to pass down to my children. And always stick together because you all you got. And it just, a lot of us are damaged because we never got an explanation to why our fathers left us in this cruel world. Ooh, I said that wrong. Cruel world. you know, because I just think about the things that could have been avoided. Maybe I would have not been homeless. Maybe I would have not experienced as much betrayal that I have or have to go through certain things if he was around. And they never sit back and think about when they are away, they never sit back and think about, damn, I'm gonna get old someday. So I'm gonna need my kids to come take care of me. So let me try to make things right with my kids. But they never sit back and think about that. They only think about themselves. And when you think about yourself, you're gonna die by yourself because ain't nobody putting up with that. And I made up my mind, like, I'm good. I've been good for the past 4 years. I don't need no father. I'm good. And the father that raised me, my stepfather, he's been dead for 5 years now. So I'm pretty much, I'm good. I'm just realizing where I came from and realizing my bloodline. And I'm going to continue my bloodline later on. But as for now, I'm going to fix myself. I'm going to help myself and do what I got to do. Because at the end of the day, it's all on me. I'm responsible for me. I'm my own critic, you know, and nobody can tell me that I'm not a good man because despite the shortcomings, the circumstances, I made something of myself and I made myself a businessman. I made myself a working man, a taxpayer, independent, strong, loving, intelligent man. But that's the reason why I haven't became a father yet. But I mean, whoever is worthy, like as far as gotta have some good motherly qualities, of course. Gotta be nurturing, compassionate, loving, caring, all that stuff. A good cook, because I gotta be able to eat, like your food, but I want to be a husband before I become a dad, and that's why I haven't settled. Because people will make you settle. Don't settle, because if you settle, you will miss out on everything that you ever wanted. Excuse me. So, if you know what you want, go after it by any means necessary. And don't let your childhood teenage years, adulthood stop you from having a future? Because I'm not. And just take it one day at a time. But I just want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, the 1804 Show Chapter 2. Now, if you want to donate to the Cash App, $ the 1804 Show. And stay tuned for more episodes to come. Going live tomorrow with a special guest. It's a surprise guest, but we're going to do this because I'm here to stay. Peace.